That's the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Good running play here to start the drive. That'll net him 14 yards as they pick up the first. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And down to the 16-yard line.
Number 30.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 45 yards. They had trouble stopping the run last week in a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw on 3rd down. Cool. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, I guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Down at the 26.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's got some space here. The 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 36 yards on the play. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal.
Well, this run defense gets an F so far. They're letting this guy carve them to shreds in the first quarter of play. He's already hit the 100-yard mark.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Able to push his way through. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's fourth down.
1-yard line.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just does the quarterback run it, does he pitch it? Now they've added that third element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
Taken in the end zone. And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Here's Hines. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Loss of 2 brings up third and 10.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The ball is knocked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and the Chiefs are going to get a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. They run with Hines. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The ball carrier.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
On 2nd down now. It's Hines, and he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
He's tackled at the...
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he finds his man. That's Sweeney. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Operating from the red zone now. Mahomes firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Complete.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and...
Now it's Hines. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flush to his right. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try.
A 30-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
And now look at him go.
Oh, that was
and
sweet.
All the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. He's going to let it go again. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is taken at the 23. Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start by running the option to the right. He'll pitch it back. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Quickly completed to the right flat. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He finds Smith out of the backfield. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Pickup. First down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go!
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looking to throw. Pull. Smith catches left side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Complete to
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays. They target.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point safely through. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter, Hawk, as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Pretty move. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
New York.
Throwing on first down. Poole into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. They'll run on first down. Hines, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Going for the deep ball. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A big play there as time expires in the first half. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
10 at the 35-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally down at the 32-yard line.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
At the 19-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down he'll go at the 25.
30 on the carry.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. There's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He got 29 yards that time. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Going to give this time to the tailback. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Number 11. From 3 yards out. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead with the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40.
This is Hines. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Now, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt the return.
25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On 1st and 10, pull. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. We're back now in KC. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now they try the right side here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
New York.
A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Jets 41, Chiefs 23.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They begin the drive with Hines. And this this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A quick hitter complete. It's Hall. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
31-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And again, it's Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
And they'll run the option on third and short yardage. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. First and goal at the 3-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Nyheim Hines. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes going to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
41. Chiefs
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Jets have got it. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Right back to him on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 21. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Off the RPO, he completes it. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
23-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down right about the 20. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking. On third down, Poole.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Number 13.
A 20-yard touchdown. And the Jets will extend their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
31.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here's Mahomes to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
On the deep ball.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. And he'll find Hall. And he's going to be about a yard or two short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
And 1.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Chiefs.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they wanted desperately to finish at 500, but that won't happen, as it'll be a 7-9 season in the end. And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.